Last time on Ruined King.
Goddess, what are you trying to show me? The Shadow Isles. Kind Lenny. A great test.
Hola amigos, Ghost here, and today we continue our journey into Ruined King. Illaoi and her companions found their quarry within the warrens of Bilgewater. Within the slaughter shed, the Blood Harbor Ripper confronted his next victim, a former pirate captain. Illaoi and co challenged the Ripper, managing to defeat him, but the Mother Serpent deemed the Ripper worthy of survival. This shocked Illaoi and allowed the Ripper to slip away. In her confusion, Illaoi experienced a new vision that is destined to happen in the future. Illaoi then returned to her village to seek guidance, but she is left with more questions. From there, Illaoi headed to the docks harbor, where she meets Braum of the Freelore. Braum had traveled in search for a cure to an illness that is ravaging his home, and after encountering the spirits near the Shadow Isles, Braum washed up ashore on Bilgewater, rescued by Illaoi's people. Now Illaoi and Braum agreed to work together to solve the problems of Bilgewater and eventually find a cure for Braum's people. This is where we continue our journey. Let's do this! We got some upgrades to do and some abilities to check out. Alright, let's look at Braum. So he has 310 health, 120 mana. His attack power currently is 124. He has 12 will, 62 stamina, 35 physical defense, 19 magic defense. His crit damage is 175%. His crit is 87 for 5%, and everything else is 0%. Haste, evade, and lifesteal. He has, let's see, concussive blow. Deal 25%, not 25%. Deal 25 damage, generates 10 overcharge, adds a stack of concussion. At max stacks, concussion deals 10.9 magic damage and applies a short stun. Instead, deals 18.6 magic damage to stun immune enemies. Taking damage while afflicted by concussion will add another stack. Then we have Defend. Reduce all damage taken by 45% until next turn. Unbreakable. Taunts 3 turns. Has no recovery time. And we have Raised Shield as our passive. While casting an ability, Braum reduces all damage taken by 20%. Alright, so those are our instant and passives. Our lane abilities are Winter's Bite. Deals 39 magic damage and pushes back the target by a small amount. Stand Behind Me adds a damage shield to all allies, absorbing 40 damage on each. And Heroic Leap deals 46 damage to all enemies. Honestly, pretty diverse skill set for both defense and actually doing a pretty decent amount of damage. His dungeon abilities we've already read when we first were introduced, and they are quite useful. We'll see soon enough. We can upgrade him with 2 points. I think we'll look at the upgrades in a moment for him, but we're going to go back to Illaoi, and we're going to do an upgrade if we can to something. I think I might upgrade our passive to, let's see, increase max tentacles. Don't really need that. They're both useful, but I think this one will be more useful because since combat lasts longer, we can have more tentacles, and since we do use the abilities that need tentacles, we're gonna do that one. Yeah. All right, there we go. Now let's take a look at the upgrades we can for each of these. So 1A, On detonation, deals an additional 5 damage or 9 damage on stun immune enemies. Increase the stun duration for short to medium, both effective in their own ways. For defensive, 1A, gain 5 overcharge when attacked. 1B, if attacked while active, increases AP by 5% for 1 turn, stacks multiple times. Okay. Unbreakable 1A, deals 6 damage to the first attacker after Braun taunts. Generates 1 overcharge for each taunt attacked. Oh, okay. Passive, reduce physical damage taken by an additional 6% while casting, and this is the magic version. Okay. 1A increases pushback by 100%, adds 3 stacks of concussion. Alright. 1A reduces all damage taken by 5% while the damage shield lasts. Increases attack power by 5% while the damage shield lasts. For this, deals additional 3 damage to each enemy, adds 3 stacks of concussion to each enemy. So the one I think I'm gonna upgrade definitely is this one. Reduce all damage taken by 5% while the damage shield lasts. Because since he is for the defensive, it makes sense to give him a little bit more of a boost for defense. And I think what I'm going to do is do 6% for physical damage because currently at least we're facing a lot of physical enemies, no magical attacks just yet. So that's what I'm gonna do for him to have both of his abilities or some of his abilities upgraded. Now with that done, if it's possible, we're gonna go back to this side of the bridge to look around these areas to see if there's anything we can collect. Obviously, there's a few things right here that we can possibly collect, and there might be some random little nonchalant things we can collect. I'm not sure how far we can actually explore at the moment. If we can't really explore, then we will just head this way, and hopefully we can check out some of these areas as well. Possibly. But yeah, that's what we're going to do next. What I would have given for some pilt over cooking again. No class here. Me? Oh no, I don't work the bridge. The honor belongs to the crew who collect the toll fees. Just think how much did that wood cost and those cranes against how much... makes me sorry I didn't think of that sooner than them. What else she say? What? Against how much they've made. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, got it. Like that. Let's go up here. There are so many people we could possibly talk to. This bird looks stressed, and some of its feathers are missing. That is interesting. They're a vendor. Welcome to the shop. Browse wares, sell items. Okay, a new tutorial. Vendors like this one can be found in various locations as you explore. Here, you can buy goods using gold currency. Some items can be purchased in multiple quantities. Adjust the count here prior to confirming purchase. Okay, so that's simple enough. So we could buy these if we wanted. We could also buy these. These are improvements on the armor that we're currently having. And then I'm not sure what this. I think that is. I'm not sure. Sell items. You can sell items from your inventory to vendors in exchange for gold currency. These items can be bought back later if you change your mind. Okay, so you don't just lose things. Got it. That's good to know, actually. So that means we could sell like our previous sets of armor to replace the new ones that we, or not to replace, for the new ones we get. There's also this, which is, oh, there we go. Welcome to Bilgewater Bounty Board, a collection of elusive enemies you must find and defeat. When a bounty target is known, it will be added to the quest log. You can search for them as you explore, sometimes by revisiting old areas with new capabilities. Once a bounty target has been eliminated, return to the bounty board to claim their unique reward. New bounties will appear as the story progresses. Okay, so we do have side content. So we have only one available. It's already been added, I assume. Malik, he's level 7. Malik, a conniving opportunist, has been kicking up problems around Grey Harbor. In stubborn defiance to Captain Fortune's will, Malik has reunited the jagged hooks and somehow manages to lurk among the deadly mists of the harbor. His swift removal would be greatly appreciated and a service to the loyal citizens of Blightwater. We get 275 gold, 6 of those square things. I assume that's black market currency. And then we also get the Protector's Pin. A small pin in the shape of a shield bestows protection on the wearer. And it has stats, physical defense of 27, magic defense of 18, and 18 stamina. Okay. So the bounty has been added. Okay. And who's this? I assume this person you can talk to talk about the bounty system. A man bespectacled shifts and sorts through several stacks of paper. In one arm he carries a ledger, which he references periodically when studying the words on the sheets in front of him. He looks up. What have we here, then? A champion in prospect, is it? Come to test your mettle. Well, you've come to the right place. Before you stands the bounty board of Blightwater, and I, Hugo, is steward. Alright, let's see. Tell me about the bounty board. How long have you been doing this, Hugo? That. What else is there to say about it that hasn't been said? It's the cause of, and solution to, many of the troubles around here. There's no second chances in Blightwater, at least not as far as the bounty board concerned. How long have you been doing this, Hugo? How kind of you to ask me. The board's steward. Almost everyone is concerned with just the bottom line, he says, smiling. I've been doing this for decades. Forgot if I ever did anything other than this. I just love the order of it, the simplicity. It occupies and consumes all my time, keeping track of everything, and I can't imagine doing anything else. Of course, I've been threatened doing this job, but I just quietly put the name of the person who threatened me on the board, and it all sorts itself out. One of the perks, I guess, he says, and gives a wink. So basically, don't shit talk this guy, or he will kill us. Oh, there's new dialogue. The bounty board looms large overhead, covered with notices of all sorts and sizes. Hugo, at his podium, is writing something diligently. Let me know if I can be of help, he says and returns to his writing. Okay, that's cool. And then we have somebody right here. I will reset that because I saw shadow clouds to the southeast on my last hunt towards the Shadow Isles. Ill omen that. Interesting. Okay, now we have those two things. Let's check over here. We'll click that. What's this? Just a few more bounties, then I'm buying my own boat. I'm gonna sail back to Bando City and show off to all the lazy yardles there. They're gonna sing songs about me, I tell ya. Anything else? Just a few more bounties, then buy my own boat. Okay. Fools like to say a ship runs on sweat, but we all know a ship runs on her belly. Now, I gotta say one thing. I remember in the first chapter I accidentally said sweet instead of sweat when someone mentioned the word when the word was said. My brain just decided to do that by accident. Anyway, my knees are aching. Monsoons will be early this year. Mark my words. Fair enough. And then there's you. See a lot of strange folk in Bywater these days. I rejoice in Gameplank's death. It was foolish to support him. Men driven by desperation can't be trusted. Fair. And this leads somewhere. Where does this lead to? That's a simple gondola network. Interesting. Behind me is the Bywater gondola. It can take you to anywhere in Bywater, lickety split, safe as a house to boot. Okay, so I take it this can technically fast travel us? The gondola, an efficient means of fast travel throughout Bywater, is currently undergoing routine maintenance. Check back later. Okay, so we can't use it right now, but I assume it'll allow us to fast travel between very specific map locations instead of having to walk all the way to certain areas. Okay. So that's this area explored. Up here. No. We do have a little bit to the left to go to. Let's go to the left. I think I've talked to you. Yeah, we did. We talked to this person, I believe. Yep. Alright, then let's go down this way. Nope. It's deliberate, as if to make a statement. Looks like the work of the powder kegs. I've seen them come by yesterday, looking like they was in a dangerous mood. My brother. Interesting. That is a side content. I wonder if that means this is a side mission for right here? I assume we have to talk to him, but first let's talk to this person. It's a quiet day, no crowds, but that don't mean there's no crime. They just doing their activities also super out of town's eye. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word. I tried and I failed. What, you don't think I could know a word like don't insult me? Okay, well, Jesus. Let me click that, and now let's talk to them. Terrible, terrible. A man mutters to himself, looking at his deceased brother. Terrible, like fate. What happened here? Well, that's the damn question, isn't it? A man can be gutted right out of the open, in front of the jail no less, and yet not a single witness will come forward. He casts a glare at everyone around him. Who are you? Name's Owen. My brother there is Alex. We work as longshoremen. But last night Alex didn't come back to the inn. Now he's here dead. Damn, it's his fault for being out. What the hell? That's fucked up. That's a fucked up dialogue option. Who could have done this? Maybe someone mistook him for someone else. They didn't even take his money, so it wasn't no mugging. People keep talking about gang-related killings in Bywater, but I don't want to sniff around and get mistaken for some rival gang member. You look like an outlander. Don't think anyone would expect you being affiliated with a gang. Please, ask around in my stead. I just want to know how it happened. I could pay you some coin. Yeah, I can do that. Alex wasn't the best brother in the world, but I deserve at least to know what happened, Owen says. Any idea of who to ask? Well, there's that Guppy Lenny near the bridge leading north to Grey Harbor. He's got his ear to the ground, almost about most things around here. There's also my boss, Darren, south by the shipyard, just below the lighthouse. He's familiar with the goings-on the harbor. I'd start with those two. Alex, damn fool. Well, we will see if we can find your brother. And I would see quest log. Let's see. Let's track the quest. We also track that quest because we can do that all three. So this is where we gotta go for the main story. I assume this is the shipyard, his boss. This I believe is one of the other bosses, but I don't see the other thing. Maybe if we look, slaughter docks. Nope. I'm not sure where the other guy is gonna be at, so we'll probably see him soon enough. Can we go into this place? Indeed we can. Honestly, I'm a little surprised we were able to get in here. But we're in here nonetheless. Who's you? I like plants. In fact, I like plants better than most people. Fair enough. Ooh, that's a pyro fluid? What the hell is that? So this is the prison, I assume? Right? Tied Stockades. I think Stockades is an older word for prison. Somewhat, if I remember correctly from my remembering of English. Of the English language. Doesn't seem to be a lot to really check. I assume we'll come here at some point because there will be a reason why this is available to us. Either way, let's just keep looking around. What else is here? Alright, that seems to be everything then. Interesting. Oh, I like that you can cycle between the three. That's cool. That guy feels like I have a feeling we'll see him. This is interesting why he's visible to us. And he has like a glowing part to him. Alright. The tide stockades have been cleared. This section though here has been cleared. And this section's been cleared. All that's left on this side of town is this section down this way. And these small areas here. Alrighty then. I think I'll go down from here. First, talk to these two individuals. Bilgewater made of ships, but it ain't one. Don't need captains up here. Bilgewater... Yeah, okay. My cousin's Buhru. Maybe I could have moved there. They've got to have less wharf rats. I mean, if you're related, I'm pretty sure the tribe will allow you to be here. And this is a rest point. Huh. Didn't expect there to be one. You could talk to all of these people. Interesting. Ma'am, could you please help? A sailor pleads from his chair. I broke my leg. I lost my job. And now my pet, Fluffy, he's gone. His words are sincere, but his tone is practiced. And? Well, I was hoping that you could go and get him. I would do it myself, but as I've said, my leg is broken. He sighs conspicuously. I'll pay you if you do find him, of course. I have a couple questions first. Back again? Has your heart thawed? Will you help me find Fluffy? Or is your soul still as icy as the Freljord? The sailor smirks. Interesting that this is the dialogue for us to immediately ask questions before we accept. Interesting. What does Fluffy look like? Well, he's brown, No more like sea green. Smallish, well, I guess he's big for his breed. The sailor gives a couple more contradictory details before giving up. Now, one of them mentions his pet actually having fur. How did you break your leg? Oh, on a ship. The lame excuse is clearly insufficient. He continues. A ship hit a wave and I fell. Happens all the time. Why does it even matter? Interesting. Never mind. He's definitely up to something, but we'll accept. That's great. The sailor pops up from his seat. You'll find him somewhere in the shipwright's yard towards the slum. Before you go, though, he reaches into the garbage pile next to him and pulls out a moldy head of cabbage. You'll need this. Cabbage is Fluffy's favorite snack. He won't go anywhere without it. Thank you for helping a poor injured sailor. And then we also have a couple questions. But here's the cabbage. You can leave now. Fluffy's waiting. He is definitely sus, but we'll see what happens. A guard waves his hand. This is Sarah Fortune's private vessel. Riff Raff aren't allowed in, he says. We'll definitely come over here at some point. So we can't go this way, so this area is blocked off for us now. Okay, that makes sense. So basically this area is clear. Got it. Ooh, who's this? Ruby, the rumor monger. I just got a trophy called Town Gossip. I could buy rumors. This vendor will sell you rumors about people and places, unlocking new side quests in your quest log. New rumors will appear as the story progresses. Interesting. So these will just give us more... Okay, fair enough. There's, what, 4 of them right now? And we can also buy back stuff. You know what? Screw it. I'll buy them real quick. Probably should have read them, but I'm pretty sure it's in my inventory now. No, it's not. Okay, it's in my quest then. It is in my quest log. Let us see. Yeah, they're right here. And they have all their little things. Okay. And we can also sell. Can we just sell anything we have? Okay, so we can sell anything we have. Got it. Who are you? The giant ship over yonder? None other than Fortune's own vessel. She keeps it parked here to gloat over all us poor people. It's just one of many. She's got plenty of boats. Too many to sail all at once. I mean, yeah, that's how having a fleet works. So this question mark is the rumor monger. So I assume there's more than one of them. And obviously they sell rumors, which we can use to do quests and stuff. It's this. Boat houses, Buhru Grotto, Grey Harbor Blockade to our right. And to our left, Salvage Yard, Bounty Board, Slums. Okay, a little sign. That's cool. Alright. Oh! The quest shows us where we have to go. What map? Interesting. Where the hell is this? I don't think we've been here before. I think. Wait, no, never mind. These, wait. Yeah, it does chew that. Okay. So yeah, Misfortune, locals who we have to talk to. And then kill Malik, who's here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And I forget, can we teleport to any of these places? Or do we have to actually get there? I think we have to get there. Okay. Well, we could do the side content since it seems like we have the ability to do so, or we could try to continue to make the story. I think we'll do the side contents first, at least what we can do, see where else we can actually go to, and then wherever we can stop, then we'll head to the main story. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So, I just figured out something. I could have zoomed out this entire time for the map. I did not know this was a feature, and it's actually quite useful, not gonna lie. Either way, we're gonna continue on with the side content, as I said a moment ago. We'll talk to that person in a moment, but is this marker the same individual that we already talked to? It it is. Does he have anything else to say? Salvage yard, yeah, you mentioned that. Which is over here with one of the other side story mission. Alright, now we're gonna talk to you, who is, I believe, one of the other side mission. How's the day finding you? A man says, leaning against a post. Are you Lenny? That be me, yes? Whatever you heard, it isn't true. If I can be of service, my ears are open. What are you doing out here? Do you know anything about the murder of longshoreman Alex? I'm gonna ask this one first. What are you doing out here? Just taking in the air. The salt of the sea is good for my lungs, he says. Do you know anything about the murder of longshoreman Alex? Alex? Oh, Al. He stops and ponders for a few seconds. No, I don't know any Alex. A murder, you say? You sounded like you were about to say something. Ah, yes, I was mistaken, he says. He steals a glance at a nearby street vendor as he speaks. Why did you look at the street vendor? Him? Oh, Lenny leans in and lowers his voice. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I did see it. That guy there is Barry. The man is a butcher, through and through. Now, what do you think will happen if I told old innocent Owen that Barry butchered his brother? Owen's gonna get visions of glory in his head and run headlong into Barry's knife. Now both brothers are dead. Owen should hear the truth. I'll tell Owen something else happened. Do you have any idea why a dock worker would be murdered? I'm gonna ask that first. Why is there a reason for anything? I mean, Owen should know. No, no need to get them both killed. Alex's luck has run out, but that doesn't mean Owen's has too. Lenny smiles. That would be a wise thing to do, he says. He won't be the last victim of Barry the Butcher, I'm sure. Tell him anything. Tell him it was a gang related, that stuff's always going on, anyone's willing to believe that, he says. Thanks, Lenny. Sometimes the best thing to say is nothing, he says. He nods, dismissing further conversation. The knife cuts both ways. Interesting. Where is this butcher? Because I don't see a butcher anywhere, unless he's referring to like the guy over here that's just laying there. Interesting. It looks like the marker for him is still there, which is interesting to say the least. But let's go over this way, see what we can interact with, who we can talk to. There's people we can talk to that way. Looks like we can go to the grotto if we wanted. Might do that in a moment. But we'll go to the right. More coin for me, less for you. That's not greed, it's just economics, mate. Damn. When I was a girl, we tried to work up the courage to go to Grey Harbor. None of my friends made it. Closest we got was just seeing the gate. That was enough to scare me every night for weeks following. I was so silly then. Now I don't even try to fool myself and think I would go there. Interesting. We go to the docks if we wanted to. Down the road north is Grey Harbor. There was a harrowing there a few years back, ravaged the place. Before you can even get there, there's a blockade. All I hear are screams down that way. I wouldn't go there myself. I don't even think we're allowed to go over here at the moment. Okay, I guess we can. We have a new resting point. And some other stuff to collect. A lot of stuff, actually. Don't think we'll be able to go through there at the moment, but we found a new resting area. I'm just gonna do that. This is a blockade vendor. They sell a lot of different things. Holy crap, that's a level 8 weapon. Oh, that's cool. Wow. We could talk to these two and that person, I think. If you've got no business in Grey Harbor, you best leave. This gate prevents people wandering out over here there. More importantly, it prevents the bad stuff from coming in. If you've got no business in Grey Harbor, you best leave. Oh, yeah, read that thing again. Okay. Fortune sends mostly new recruits to work here. It's one of the most boring gigs with intervals of utter terror. Reminds me of the time I spent being a soldier. Interesting. And you, what do you have to say? Never seen anyone come back from Grey Harbor. I get nightmares from the sounds of things over there. They don't pay us enough to stay here. And I assume we can't go over there. Yeah, it's blocked. Granted, we'll probably go there at some point, but for now it's blocked. Okay, good to know that we can actually come over here just to see things. Oh, it's nighttime now. It wasn't like that before. Interesting. Anyway, let's go this way. Collect those, and we're gonna go over here. Collect those. Could talk to that guy if we want. In a moment. Could also talk to this guy. Might as well since he's the only one over here. He's alive, I tell you. Lamb wouldn't take him, and the wolf spat him out. Believe me, damn it, Gangplank lives. I mean, we did see a vision, or Illaoi saw a vision. A warning to those who seek passage this way. Avoid yonder boat. Interesting. And who is you? Corvin ain't taking visitors. Scram, the doorman says. He has wild, glaring eyes. So this area is somewhere we can go to at some point later on, I take it. Alright, that's this area down. So that means we got this area and this area clear. So we could technically go to the grotto, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. But might as well check it out, see if we can collect anything valuable. If we are here to save the Palangi from themselves, then why this cycle of violence without growth? I can't believe the chaos in the city. Crime, filth, slaughter. Not all the motion gets you somewhere. We Bura know this. You know if you move in every direction or once you stay still like the starfish. What is this? Oh, they just have fancy chests for themselves. Interesting. Phew, it's good to take a break from training. There's still plenty of time before I have to take the test. I should go out and see how the Palangi rest and play, heh? Interesting. Let's see. The small mile area, only 2 little treasures and stuff. Also a fishing thing. Let's go this way. Greeting, Illaoi. God has saved this city from itself. The city is faithless. What a disgraceful place. Whenever I visit Bilgewater, my heart breaks. The Palangi live in such squalor. God save this city from itself. Or goddess. What is this? Sign reads, to well of the serpent mother. Or we could talk to the elder again. Always stay in motion. Stagnation is the enemy of the goddess. I do not speak for the goddess. Her true will is unknowable. There is great motion in Bilgewater. I believe there are great things in store for the city. Okay. That's all she got to say. Then let's go this way. Bam. Bam. What does this have? Regrowth pendants, fishing pole, and a bunch of things. Interesting. Years back, gangplank was a useful tool to keep the Palangi under control, but something dangerous. I care not which. Let me reset the dialogue. But a dangerous ally. I care not which Palangi rules this cesspool, but the jagged hooks are very profitable. Something. Again? Profitable customers. In the past, at least Gangplank's jagged hooks knew better than to disrespect the traders from other islands. Again, I think I already mentioned this in the first chapter, and I also think in the second one. I do wish these things stayed on for longer so you can read, but I'll try to not complain about that anymore. It's not like they can uh, do an update for the game, but we can. Oh, well, okay, that just creates a whole new little area. You will find fishing holes like this one while exploring. While in these locations, you are safe from enemies and combat encounters. To fish, walk up to the edge of the water and initiate your cast with the interact button. Once initiated, the casting power meter will display and cycle back and forth. Press the interact button again to cast your line. The distance you cast will be based on when you time the button press. When your line is out, simply wait for the fish to approach and hook on your lure. If needed, you can adjust your line by pressing the interact button to reel in gradually. When a fish is hooked on your line, you must reel them in by pressing the interact button and moving in the opposite direction of the fish. Many fish will put up a fight and require you to wear them out before effectively reeling them in. The outer ring of the fish meter is the fish stamina and will drain as the fish fights. The inner ring on the fishing meter is your line of strength, which depletes as you fight the fish. Your line of strength will deplete faster if the fish has stamina, so the key is to wear it out before reeling in with the interact button. If your line strength is fully depleted, your line will break and the fish will get away. If you can successfully reel the fish back to the edge of the water, it will be caught. Once caught, the type of fish and size will be revealed. Your records can be viewed in the fishing journal. In some cases, you will catch a treasure instead of a fish, which can be opened in the inventory to reveal additional rewards. Collect different types of fish and trade them to the fishmonger for black market currency. A rare and unique fish can be found at each of the various fishing holes. Be sure to experiment with fishing equipment which enhances your line strength and ability to attract bigger and better fish. Okay then. I do not have a rod equipped, and I think I just got one a moment ago. Maybe I'll cast a line eventually. Alright, we're gonna see if we can go up to Well of the Mother Spirit. If not, then we will see how much time we have left for today's chapter, and then, yeah. Illaoi, can we trouble you for a matter on the Well of the Serpent, Mother? I cannot help at the moment. I am needed at Fortune's Manor, but I will return. We will wait for you then. I'm sorry, but the Well of Mother Serpent is closed to visitors for the moment. Okay, so basically after we do the next main mission, we could possibly come back for a side mission for them, I assume? I guess? Either way, let's go to fishing, and yeah, we do have a fishing pole. A standard fishing pole with a little bit of wobble. It has its own rod power, reel strength, and line strength. And we also have measly grub as our basic fishing lure to attract fish. Okay then. Depending on how much time we have left, uh, I might test out the fishing mechanic. If not, I'll probably do that next time, and then continue on with the not main story with the side content, since we did clear just about everything that we needed to do on this right side. All we gotta do is head to the left side of this map to check out what this is all about, possibly go over to these two locations here, and then also maybe over here and complete that one side quest. I'm not sure where the Malak bounty is at, so we'll at least be able to complete 1/2 side quests. But yeah, we will see. Yeah, if you see the outro immediately after this clip, you know we ran out of time. But yeah, so far, I'm enjoying the hell out of this game, honestly. And with that, we conclude today's chapter of Ruined King. I hope you all enjoyed the chapter. I certainly did. Until next time, this is Ghost, signing out.